What's good? It's the Fly Haitian Kid, DJ Cash, rocking out with Caribbean Focus TV. Stay focused, huh?
Atlanta, welcome to another episode of Caribbean Focus TV. Yeah, man, you are tuned in. Thanks for joining us here again today. This is your girl, Cherrie Garden, and we have an awesome show in store for you today. In case you've missed any of our past episodes, and in case this is the first episode that you're ever catching on TV, make sure that you go to our website, caribbeanfocus.tv. That's it. And check out the past episodes and full-length interviews and anything that we couldn't fit in this 30-minute slot right here on the show. Also, we're really big in social media, you know, so if you have a Facebook page, if you have a Twitter, if you have an Instagram, if you have any of those, Pinterest, even on YouTube, make sure that you search us, Caribbean Focus TV. Everything is really easy, simple, right across the board. And catch up on what we've been up to. Sometimes we go to events and we can't always fit the events in the show. There's just so much going on in the Caribbean diaspora, especially here in Atlanta, right? So make sure you keep it locked and stay tuned with Caribbean Focus TV. Now, this particular episode is going to be very interesting because we're taking it to a little turn. We're dealing with the sports aspect of things today. The Caribbean community has been doing excellently in this international sports arena, and we want to feature and focus some of the achievements that they've achieved, as well as news and updates. So I do have a special guest in studio today. We're going to take a quick break, and when I come back, I'll introduce her to you. Guys, make sure you stay focused.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Leah Culver with Caribbean Focus TV. Stay focused.
Welcome back, CFTV viewers. You know we like to start off getting that blood flowing and the energy going. So now I'd like to introduce to you our special guest in the studio today. None other. Now, I know if you caught the last episode, we had a young lady that called herself multi-hyphenate because she had many titles. Okay, so this word of the day, multi-hyphenate. This lady is also very multi-hyphenated. She has many different titles, many different hats. She is the president of the Caribbean American Chamber of Commerce of Georgia. She is the founder of the Caribbean Association of Georgia, and she's the PR representative for the Caribbean Council of Presidents of Georgia, of the Caribbean. And not to mention, she's also a real estate agent, as well as a U.S. Army veteran. No further ado, I'd like to introduce Miss Jackie Watson.
Hello.
How are you today?
I am fine, and I am blessed and highly favored, as always.
Fantastic. Man, you have so many different titles. How do you have time to factor in all of this?
Oh, it does become cumbersome. You know, you have to learn to multitask.
Yeah.
And that is just a snippet of the things that I do.
Wow.
You know. That is yet just a snippet of what I do in the community.
Wow. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so since today we're focusing on the sports arena, the reason I invited you to the show is because we bumped into Miss Jackie Watson at the American Track League. It's called ATL. So I keep wanting to say Atlanta Track League, but it's American Track League. It was at Emory University, and I was excited to see Miss Jackie Watson there, but she came with this wealth of knowledge about track and field. And I said, Miss Jackie, where do you get this knowledge from? Where does this passion stem from?
Well, I ran track as a child. Most Jamaicans had to run in Jamaica. You know, whether it be to the store, wherever, to school, you know, so you start off, you wonder why Jamaicans run track. That was embedded into us, basically. So we had to run at a young age. And in primary school in Jamaica, I did run. When I did go to high school in New York, I ran track in high school, and I ran track in the Army. And on top of that, my kids have volunteered me to run for their school if there was, you know, events taking place in their school. They would recruit me every time to be on different relay teams and things like that in their school. if the parents are competing.
Wow, so track and field has really been a part of your life for a long time.
Absolutely.
So you can see why she's here on the show today. Apart from all of those other accolades, she's a very vibrant person in the Caribbean community, but she has an affinity for track and field and sports. Guys, I'd like to take you to the American Track League right now. I want to take a quick snippet with the organizer of the American Track League. That is Mr. Paul Doyle. So he'll tell you a little bit about the event, why it's there, and how it's been going. Make sure you stay focused.
Caribbean Focus TV. I am here with the man with the plan, the man that made this whole thing happen, the one and only Mr. Paul Doyle. How are you doing this evening?
Wagwan, I'm good.
Oh my gosh, he just said Wagwan. That's so cool. Okay, tell us, how many years has this been going on?
This is actually our third year, and each year it's getting twice as good as the year before.
Fantastic. What is the reason why you decided to start organizing this?
Well, track and field in America, in my opinion, has been pretty abysmal. I mean, the global meets that we have don't resonate in the U.S. We need to make something in the U.S. that's exciting for fans, that fans can attach to. So our plans actually go way beyond this. We're actually planning to have a draft. We're having team owners. Cities are going to own teams, and we're going to have a draft, pay athletes salaries, and we're going to really pump up the media.
Wow, that's fantastic. Okay, so what are the plans for like the rest of the year, or is it just an annual event?
No, next year we're planning to have 8 meets. We're going to have 8 different cities that have teams. We're going to have a draft and have a full professional league.
Wow. Okay, so where online or can people like follow what's happening, maybe social media?
AmericanTrackLeague.com is our website, and then at American Track is the Twitter name. Yep.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. This is an amazing event. We're getting positive reviews from all of the participants here. They love this. So keep up the great work.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Thank you. Stay focused, guys.
Yeah, check it out, man. It's your boy Akon, and you got it locked right here to Caribbean Focus TV. All right? Stay focused, baby. Yeah.
Welcome back, CFTV viewers. Now, I was super excited about that event happening at Emory University because that's my alma mater. I'm an alumni of Emory, so I was like, yay, very happy that I'm back on the campus and that none other than Asafa Powell and Veronica Campbell were there too. We're going to bring you interviews with them further on in the show. But really quickly, I want to, how did you feel, Miss Jackie, about the soccer, which we call it football, all right? So I'm going to be calling it football because this is Caribbean Focus TV, about how Jamaica did in the CONCACAF Gold Cup.
Oh, I was super excited, like most Jamaicans were, because as we know, Jamaica is a very small country, population less than 3 million, and we were able to beat the United States.
Oh, yes.
You know, and, you know, we came up a little short with Mexico, but we did very good. We did well, and I was extremely proud, extremely proud.
Yeah, I think this was the first time that Jamaica had gotten to the finals in over 15 years.
Absolutely.
In Gold Cup.
Gold Cup, yes,
games.
they did fantastic,
Yeah.
and to have it in Atlanta, that was icing on the cake for us. That was
Were you
wonderful.
there? Did you attend?
No, I did not.
Oh, how could you miss it? How could you miss it?
Well,
you probably watched it on TV.
I did. I watched it on TV, and you know, then they went up to Philadelphia to play the finals, and you know, I encourage people to attend that also, but I wasn't able to attend either one, but I watched it.
Well, coming up next, we have an interview with Veronica Campbell. So veering it back to the track and field, Veronica Campbell is one of the staple athletes from out of Jamaica. So guys, make sure you stay focused. Caribbean Focus TV viewers, I am here with the one and only Veronica Campbell, and she just won her race again. How are you feeling?
It's okay. I'm happy to get the victory here. I made a lot of mistakes in that race, so of course I'm disappointed with the time, but on to the next one.
Wow, that's a perfectionist, because you know you are like the top of the top. So I'm so happy that you won. And when can we see you again? What's the next race you have coming up?
I'll run the 200 meter later this year.
All right, so we'll definitely catch you with that one. Thank you so much for being here on Caribbean Focus TV.
Thank you.
All right, stay focused, guys.
Yes, absolutely. Veronica Campbell Brown is one of my favorite athletes. Absolutely.
Okay, so we've caught up with Ms. Veronica Campbell after her second race. How did you feel about this one?
It was much smoother than the first one, so I'm grateful for the victories, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of the season.
Fantastic. So are you looking forward to getting to the Olympics again this year? I mean, next year?
Of course, you know, we have to make the team the Olympic, but I'm trust God that I will. But right now I'm focusing on Beijing, which is the next thing on my schedule, Beijing World Championships. So I'm looking forward to that. It will be exciting, it will be fun, and Jamaica will represent as usual.
So how do you feel like you're going to, are there any times that you want to improve just for yourself? Any mini goals that you have for yourself?
Of course, both times we'll have to improve drastically if I want to medal, but I'm confident that that will happen because training has been going well. It's a matter of putting my races together, and I'm confident that that will happen in Beijing, which is the right time.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Veronica. We love you. We want you to represent Jamaica to the world.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Stay focused.
Welcome back, viewers. Now, when I saw Veronica Campbell, I was so excited. That was my first time ever being that close to Veronica Campbell. I've heard about her in high school, studied her, but that was exciting. And you were right there with us.
Yes.
That was super exciting. How was that event for you, the American Track League, being there with Veronica Campbell, Asafa Powell, Gail Devers?
It was wonderful. I've met Veronica Campbell Brown before because I know her manager.
Okay.
So in 2011, she had an event, and I was there, and I was able to attain her jersey that she ran the World Championship in and won the 200 meters in Seoul, South Korea. So I have met her before, but it was fantastic to see them finally run in Atlanta. I've never seen them actually run before live.
Yeah.
So it was exciting. Asafa Powell was fantastic. He was a very kind and generous, athlete, if you will.
Yeah.
And it was nice seeing Gail Devers. I've never seen her in person, but once I saw her, I knew exactly who she was.
Fantastic, fantastic. And then a lot of people even wonder how Jamaica just kind of burst on the scene in the past few years, especially with Usain Bolt and Asafa Powell and everything. But tell us a little bit about, what you know about the track and field historically, especially with Jamaica.
Right. A lot of people think that we just started running, and because they've seen us recently, dominating the field. We've been running international since the 30s.
Wow.
So, and we ran in the Olympics in the 40s, so World War II did interrupt the process, but we've been running over the years. As a matter of fact, in the 70s, Donald Quarry was a well-known name that,
There's a high school named Donald Quarry.
Exactly.
That I know.
Harborview, there's a school named after Donald Quarry, but he won a gold medal back then. I believe it was the 1976 Olympics. And Marlene Ottey, she came up short a few times, but she was like the bronze queen or the track and field queen for Jamaica, if you will.
Yes.
Unfortunately, she's now running for I don't know if she's still running, but she went to Europe and was running for another country. I believe it was Slovenia. She started to run for. I know. But so we have a lengthy history of running track and field, especially the sprint events. So we didn't just burst on the scene.
Not at all.
We've been running for years, so it's been a long time coming.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
And for a country that we definitely can't say we've just burst on the scene, because when you look at the IAAF World Championships, that was a phenomenal display of Jamaican patriotism and talent. Jamaica took home a total of 12 medals.
Right.
And the only other country that got more medals than us is Kenya. So I have an exclusive interview here with Asafa Powell coming up. So definitely enjoy and stay focused.
TV. How did you feel about this race?
Well, it was a good race. I didn't get a great start, but I managed to just finish quite easy. It was a comfortable run. I'm happy about it.
So comparatively with your other times, how did you feel about the time that you did?
Well, it was a good time. 10:01 was a good time. In this condition. So, I'm very pleased about it.
Fantastic. And what are your career goals now? Of course, you're looking for Rio?
Yeah, definitely. Looking forward to Rio. We have a long ways to go. Taking it step by step. But definitely Rio is the big thing. Everyone is waiting for it. I'm waiting for it as well.
Fantastic. Well, we're rooting for you here in Atlanta. Thanks for being on Caribbean Focus TV.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
Stay focused.
Yes, CFTV viewers, you see, when I didn't see Asafa Powell, I said, Lord of mercy, I have to get to interview with him. So Asafa Powell actually did really well in the IAAF, the World Championship, World Track and Field Championships that began on August 22nd.
Right.
He didn't do well in his solo race of the 100 meter men's.
Right.
But in the relay race, the 4x100 meters, when he was a team player, he really helped set the stage for the victory. And that was one of Jamaica's 7 gold medals that we won. Woo, go for the gold. So tell me a little bit about the athletes that you know about. You said we actually won more than just 7 gold medals, huh? What did you mean by that?
Yeah, well, technically, other athletes who are born in Jamaica are running for other countries. You know, so technically, you know, if you want to add those medals too, but we have Sonia Richards Ross. She was born in Jamaica, and she ran the 400. I think she got the silver medal. She did get, I believe she got the silver medal. But she's been running for the United States all these years. A lot of times your athletes out of Canada and out of Great Britain were either born in Jamaica or have Caribbean American or Jamaican American heritage, if you will. So, you know.
Them just love tea for people, man. Them want our special spice. That's not fear. But no, coming up next, we have an interview with Gail Devers. So this is going to be very exciting because when we saw Gail Devers at the American Track League, Miss Jackie Palmels Watson was like, oh my goodness, that is Gail Devers. You need to talk to her. Guys, make sure you enjoy this interview. Stay focused.
Hey, it's your girl, Corey Renee, and I wanted to tell you about the 24th Anniversary and 2015 Scholarship Awards Banquet, hosted by the Guyana Association of Georgia Incorporated. Saturday, September 26th at the Georgia Piedmont Technical College Conference Center, 495 North Indian Creek Drive, Clarkston, Georgia, 30021. Cocktails at 6 o'clock, dinners at 7 o'clock, music by DJ Chicka. Call 770-507-4831 or www.gaog.org.
CFTV viewers, I had to run fast, but I finally caught up with the one and only Gail Devers. She is a huge icon in track and field. She's won so many gold medals. As a matter of fact, she is the second woman to ever win, two back-to-back gold medals in the Olympic Series. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I am doing great. I'm excited to be here. Jamaica, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Now, I have to admit, she's actually beaten many Jamaican athletes as well, so I have to give her some props. Maybe she has some Jamaican heritage far back in her descendants.
We do, I'm sure I do. So, I love it. I've enjoyed my career, enjoyed all the support that I've received from all the fans around the world. I remember going to Jamaica, running very fast, and the fans received me very well there. So, you know, you guys are owning the sprints now, so. And you are doing fabulous, I must say. So, you know, and it's awesome to see everyone running well. And I just love to see the sport continue, you know.
Fantastic. So are you involved in any maybe nonprofits? What are you up to nowadays?
Right now I have daughters who are in school, so I do a lot to support my daughter's school. I do a lot as far as clinics and do different things like that. In the process of branding myself, I have a foldable bike, so nobody has any excuses anymore that I can't take my bike. Yes, you can.
A foldable bike?
Foldable bike. I have a bike, and
did you create that, or is it something you're marketing?
I'm with the company but it's my bike. It's going to be my brand, the Gail Devers brand bike, and so just branding myself. I have a line of fingernail polish coming out, and gosh, all kinds of furniture. So just doing things that I've always had an interest in doing, and now that I'm retired, I have time to actually get these businesses up and going. So.
Well, Well, that's phenomenal. Tell us where the fans can find out a little bit more information and keep up to date with you.
Well, I'm new, so be nice to me on Twitter and Facebook and all of that, Instagram. But my handle? What do you say?
Yeah,
my handle? Yeah. My handle is I'm Gail Devers, and that's because there were so many people who had fake accounts. I'm like, that's not them, that's me.
Oh,
no, I'm Gail Devers. So it's I'm Gail Devers. So follow me. Hit me up. I try to get back to everybody, or at least I'll like your page so you know that I've seen you. So.
And that's I am Gail or I am.
Yes, I am Gail Devers. Yep. So
okay. I'm okay. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here with us on Caribbean Focus TV.
Thank you, and thank you guys again for being just great fans over my 95 years career.
Oh, she's a legend, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay focused.
Welcome back, CFTV viewers. So you just saw an interview with Gail Devers. And Miss Watson, I remember when we were at Emory at the event, you pointed her out to me and you were like, you have to get her.
Right.
What was so meaningful about Gail Devers for you?
Well, Gail Devers over the years, and I've watched all the Olympics since 1976. As far back, I won't tell my age.
No, she was in prep school when she was watching them.
But I remember watching it in the Bronx. I mean, watching the Olympics from 76 on up. And Gail Devers in the 80s was one of the premier track and field star for the females. I remember she ran the the hurdles. I think it was the 100-meter hurdles, but she was fantastic.
Great,
and
any other athletes that stand out to you from?
Well, of course, female is Florence Griffith Joyner, FloJo. Unfortunately, she passed away some years ago. But her records are still unbroken for the 100 and the 200 meter in the Olympics, and just period. The world records have not been broken.
Wow.
She had set the standard so high.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well, speaking of records, and we're talking about the female athletes for a moment, okay? We have to give some girl power. I want to give a shout out to Shelly Ann Fraser Price. That's one of our Jamaican athletes. She is a world champion, and she has currently broke the 25-year-old record that was set by her compatriot, Merlene Ottey, back in 1990. For clocking, she now clocked 10.98 seconds, winning the women's 100 meters in Italy. And that happened just here at the beginning of September. So August to September has been an amazing time frame for the Jamaican and Caribbean athletes. But another person that Ms. Watson pointed out to me was Queen Harrison. And what did you say? She was an up-and-coming?
Yeah, she was an up-and-coming athlete. Very interesting athlete, and a person as a whole. Very wonderful person to speak to. Has a very nice, bubbly personality. Oh, yeah. And, you know, I see great things happening for her, you know.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I see it. She's very motivated.
Oh, definitely,
you know.
Definitely. Guys, here you are with Queen Harrison. Check her out. Make sure you stay focused.
CFTV viewers, I've caught up with one of the winners. This is Queen Harrison. She is one of the icons in track and field right now. How are you doing, darling?
I'm great. I'm a little hot, but I love it.
From running that fast, of course it's going to be hot.
Yes, that and the crowd. The crowd has us all steamed up and motivated, so it makes it even hotter in this Georgia weather.
Fantastic. Is this your first time here at the ATL? Well, not ATL as in Atlanta, but the American Track League?
Actually, this is my second year doing it. They had it up in my hometown in Virginia, so I won up there, so it feels good to come down here and win here too.
Excuse me. So what's special about this particular day for you?
Well, it's great because I get to run in front of family and friends. Most of our track meets are on the circuit and are in Europe. So it feels good to be able to be home and have my sister and my nieces and my nephews cheer for me in the crowd. So it's even more special.
Fantastic. So what's up next for you? What are your career goals that you have in mind?
Oh, man. I mean, the sky's the limit. So I never like to put goals, you know, per se, or limitations on myself, but definitely getting to Rio, Brazil next year for the Olympics and coming home with the gold medal. I mean, I know y'all want Brazil. I mean, I know y'all want Jamaica to bring it home. However, I'm trying to bring the gold medal back to the USA. But that's the major goal. That's the short-term goal, and just having a healthy, long career in track and field.
Fantastic. Well, you did phenomenal tonight. Tell us which race it was that you won.
I won the 100-meter hurdles.
Fantastic. Man, we're definitely going to keep our eye on you. So if Jamaica doesn't win, it got to be you, okay?
Okay, cool. And I'll make sure I come down to Kingston afterward and share with y'all.
High five. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Queen. We're looking forward to you winning everything you can.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Fantastic. Stay focused, guys.
Viewers, I can't close a sports episode without touching on our track and field star, Usain Bolt. Okay, he had an awe-inspiring, thrilling victory in Beijing this August. And it wasn't just about talent and training. It had a lot to do with will and spirit and the psychology behind track and field, the psychology behind any competition, not letting the losses or the naysayers get to you and really letting it motivate you, right? As a track and field or a past track and field athlete, wouldn't you say that's the case? Or even as a U.S. veteran?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. He shows great sportsmanship, camaraderie, and he has a really nice personality. You know, very friendly personality that makes it easier for people to like him, you know, and to support him and and to root for him. Although they may be from other countries, they'll still root for him, you know.
Because even when he got run over by the scooter, he didn't get up and try to
No, he didn't have a bad attitude about the whole thing. He was very forgiving, and that is very important as an athlete to show that side of your personality. You know, that makes you even more likable. And I said before, it makes people want to root for you even more when you get on the field. So, you know, kudos to him for continuing to make our country looks good.
Oh,
you know, that's great marketing for Jamaica. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Jackie Watson. We appreciate you being here on Caribbean Focus TV.
Thank you.
I know that you, all of these organizations that you're a part of, is there anything that you particularly want the viewers to look out for or that's important right now?
Okay, there's a bunch of stuff going on, but the main focus this week or right now is a disaster that took place in Dominica. As the viewers may know, and you know, there was a disaster of a hurricane. Well, actually, it wasn't even a hurricane. It was a tropical storm Erica that took place a couple weeks ago in Dominica. It's a very small country with 365 rivers. Yes. So they were hit hard. So what we're doing here in the Metro Atlanta area is to try to galvanize the Caribbean organizations under the umbrella of the Caribbean Council of Presidents of Georgia. And we are collecting items to be shipped to Dominica. We're collecting funds, and we're also hosting an event this Saturday, and more than likely more to come. So we are encouraging everybody to go ahead and donate to one of the drop-off points or donate some funds if you're able to do so to help our neighbor down in Dominica.
Thank you so much for your humanitarian efforts for the Caribbean diaspora and here in Atlanta.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you also.
Well, guys, we appreciate you too for tuning in to another episode of Caribbean Focus TV. Make sure that you log on to our website, www.caribbeanfocus.tv, for past episodes and full-length interviews, and make sure you connect with us on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Everything is Caribbean Focus TV. Guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode. This is your girl, Cherrie Garden, and the one and only Miss Jackie Watson. And make sure that you guys stay focused.
Made in Georgia.